You prayed I wouldn't make it. I made it anyway.
They whispered in the corners when I walked through the room. Bet against my sunrise while I studied my moon. Every meeting that excluded me became my fuel. Every close that made me sharper, made me cooler, made me cool. I heard the conversations they forgot I could hear. Caught the energy in silences that others thought unclear. Thought every single moment in the cabinet in my chest. Waited for the moment I could put it to the test. Nobody handed me a platform or a stage. Nobody slid the opportunity or turned the page. I built the stage from scratch with nothing but the night. Turned the whispers into track, let's turn it down into the light. They prayed on my downfall, I turned it to a soundtrack. Took everything they threw at me and never once looked back. They prayed on my downfall, I made it my foundation. Every curse became a cornerstone of my elevation. Elevation, elevation, rising, that's elevation. Elevation, elevation, built from the doubt, that's elevation. That's elevation. But never feel the room shift when you walk through the door. When people rearrange themselves to settle the score. Position for advantage, calculate the play. Smile at your face while they scheming away. I learn to read the body language before the word. Learn to feel the vibration of the thing that's not heard. Learn that envy has a frequency, it runs a low hum. Underneath the celebration when your moment has come. So I'm a quiet move, strategic move with intent. Every word I said was measured, every dollar well spent. Built the infrastructure while they built their opinions. Now I run the operation and they stuck in their position. They prayed on my downfall, I turned it to a soundtrack. Took everything they threw at me and never once looked back. They prayed on my downfall, I made it my foundation. Every curse became a cornerstone of my elevation. Elevation, elevation, feel the rising, that's elevation. Elevation, elevation, built from their doubt, that's elevation. There's a specific kind of peace that comes from proving people wrong. Not the loud kind, not the kind you post about, the quiet kind that sits in your chest at 3 a.m. when the numbers climb and nobody's watching. And you remember every face that said you wouldn't. That kind of peace is the most expensive thing I own. And I earned every cent. Now the people who were silent got a lot to say. Doctors and opinions might come up every day. Everybody's got a theory about how I got here. Nobody mentions all the years I operated in fear. Fear and fear of staying small forever. Fear of being everything they said I'd never. Turn into my fear's a funny motivator. It's different when you use it as an elevator. Fear, turning come from luck or from a blessing. Came from being absolutely jealous, second guessing. Came from one decision on a cold November night. To stop waiting for permission and to step into the light. They prayed on my downfall, I turned it to a soundtrack. Took everything they threw at me and never once looked back. They prayed on my downfall, I made it my foundation. Every curse became a cornerstone of my elevation. Elevation, elevation, fear rising, elevation. Elevation, elevation, built from their doubt, it's elevation. It's elevation.
Now if every prayer against me became a stepping stone. Still rising, never landing. Elevation.